Welcome back to Control and Create. So far in this SolidWorks series, हमने core fundamentals को cover किए हैं, that is sketching, fully defined sketch, extrude, extruded cut, fillet and chamfer. आज के वीडियो में हम कोई new features introduce नहीं कर रहे हैं. This is a revision and practice session जहाँ पे हम 2 or 3 simple paths को model using everything that we have learned so far. The objective of this video is not speed but clarity and design intent. So let's start with a simple part. So we always start with the by selecting the planes. So right now I'm selecting top plane. So हम इस part को model करने वाले हैं. It's a very simple part and one thing that I want to tell you that जब भी आप कोई भी एक engineering drawing को observe करते हैं, how you know आपको किस plane से start करना है. So right now हम एक isometric view देख रहे हैं. So ये हमारा front view है. It's the top view and it's a left hand side view. So चलिए start करते हैं by modeling this part. So consider all the dimensions are in mm. So always check your dimension in the status bar. So हम हमेशा mmgs use करते हैं, that is millimeter, grams and second. So consider all the dimensions in mm. So हम इस part को for a simple understanding हम इसे दो part में divide कर सकते हैं. First is this top square and second is this bottom rectangle. So bottom rectangle का dimension is 100 by 50 mm and the height is 25 mm. And the top square का dimension is 100 minus 50, that is 50 mm by 50 mm. And the height is this 25 minus 50, the 25 mm. First of all, we'll start with by modeling this rectangle. Then after that, we'll model this square. So start by selecting the rectangle command. Always start from origin. Give the dimensions, that is 100 mm by 50 mm. And now extrude. Extrude by 25 mm. So we'll use blind and we'll define 25 mm and okay. So हमने हमारा first part complete कर दिया, that is by modeling 100 by 50 mm and 25 mm height rectangle. And now अब हमें इस square को model करना है. So select the face, right click, sketch, select rectangle command again, but now this time we'll select corner to corner. Select any corner and select the bottom edge. Give the dimensions. $50 and the 50 and then extrude by 25 mm. 25 mm, enter, and then okay. So it's how we have modeled our first part. It's a very simple part, so I don't think you will face any difficulty while making this. Even if you face any difficulty, you can ask me in the comment section. So as in good engineer, हमें हमारा part should follow all the safety regulations. So हम इस part में से all the sharp edges remove करेंगे by giving fillet or chamfer. Go to the fillet command. Select the edges जिसे आपको round off करना है. And this also. And give the fillet radius, it is 5 mm. And okay. And we can also give the chamfer. Select the drop down menu. Below the fillet command, select chamfer. Select the edge where you want to give the chamfer. Give the chamfer distance 2 mm and press OK. So it's how you have created your first model, and also giving the safety parameters for any design intent. So let's start with our second part. So इसे भी हम 3 parts में divide कर सकते हैं. First is this bottom rectangle. Second is this top rectangle, and third part is this through all circle at the top of this second rectangle. So let's start with the bottom rectangle. Give the dimensions. So the length of the bottom rectangle is 65 mm, and the breadth of the bottom rectangle is 50 mm, and let's extrude it. The height of the bottom rectangle is 20 mm, so we'll use blind and by setting 20 mm. Okay, and again select the top face of the bottom rectangle. Right click and go to the sketch command. Select rectangle command. Select corner rectangle. Make an rectangle. Give the dimensions. The length of the top rectangle is 40 mm, and the breadth is 25 mm. Extrude it by 30 mm. Okay, and now we'll make a slot. And second thing I want to tell you that जैसे आप देख सकते हैं इन लाइंस को, सो ये लाइन क्या इंडिकेट कर रही है. इट्स सेइंग दैट जो हमारा टॉप सरफेस है हमारे रेक्टेंगल का, उसके सेंटर पे ये स्लॉट लोकेट करता है, एग्जैक्टली एट द सेंटर ऑफ दैट रेक्टेंगल. Go to the circle command, select circle. Now define it properly. So the center would be 20, and the breadth is 25 mm. So the center will be at 12.5 mm. 12.5. And now define the diameter of this circle. That features extrude cut this slot through all. Select through all and select OK. So we have this slot through all. So we have completed this second part also. So as a good engineer, you should always round off your edges, fillet and chamfer. Give the fillets. Define the fillet radius 2 mm. I'm taking 2 mm. Yeah. So it's how you completed your second part also. So let's start with the third part. So let's start with our third part. Select top plane, go to the sketch, and our third part is this. So let's start by modeling this part also. So हम इस पार्ट को few ways से हम इसे मॉडल कर सकते हैं, by making rectangle and extrude cutting this part, or by creating an entire sketch like this and then extruding it. So we'll start with the most simplest one by creating the rectangle. A rectangle of 46 plus 32 mm, and the breadth is 18 plus 18 plus 18. So go to the define dimensions, select and write 46 plus 32, and the breadth is 18 plus 18 plus 18. Enter. Extruded by, so हमें इस पार्ट में थिकनेस मेंशन नहीं किया है, so we'll assume 10 mm. Extrude by 10 mm. Okay, and then select the top face, and now हम इस पार्ट को मॉडल करते हैं. Select a rectangle, corner to corner, select this, and give the dimension of this rectangle. The breadth is 18 mm, and from this edge to this rectangle is from 18 mm, and the length is 46. So let's extrude, cut this part by through all. Select OK. So अभी तक हमने हमारा बेसिक शेप क्रिएट कर दिया, and then this part is remaining. Select the top face, select sketch, select rectangle, corner rectangle, and make the rectangle. Give the dimensions. The breadth is, so हमें इस मॉडल में थिकनेस मेंशन नहीं किया था, वी हैव अज्यूम 10 mm, तो हम इसके लिए भी 10 mm अज्यूम करेंगे. 10 mm, and go to the features, extrude. सो ये वो पॉइंट है जहाँ पे बिगनर्स मिस्टेक करते हैं. सो हमें हमारे पार्ट स्केच में मेंशन है कि फ्रॉम द बॉटम एज टू टॉप एज द हाइट इज 50 mm. सो हमें कितना इस रेक्टेंगल को एक्सट्रूड करना चाहिए. सो हमने ऑलरेडी थिकनेस ऑफ द बॉटम रेक्टेंगल 10 mm एक्सट्रूड किया है. सो हमें उस 10 mm के 50 mm से माइनस करके देन 40 mm एक्सट्रूड करना होगा. एंड 40 and select OK. And now this a square slot in the center. Select this face, right click, go to the sketch, select rectangle command, make a rectangle. So the height of this length is 40. So हमारा center to bottom edge distance should be 20 mm. And the breadth is 18 plus 18 plus 18, that is 54 mm. So from this edge to this is 54 divided by 2. Okay. And length and breadth of this rectangle is 18 mm, so it's in square. 18, 18, and go to the extruded cut command. Extrude cut it by through all, and OK. So let's give fillet to this part by selecting the edges. Then OK. So that's how our part will look. So ये practice session is meant for the revision. अगर आप SolidWorks seriously सीख रहे हो, repeat this exercise and focus on why each decision is taken. अगर आपको कहीं भी difficulty face हो, you can ask me in the comment section. Next video में we'll move into the parts and more advanced modeling concept. And if you find this practice session helpful, do like and subscribe, control and create.